that's the difference between a little boy and a little girl. The little girl, when you're old, will still be looking after you, and the man will be busy working, doing.
That's the truth.
Yeah.
Because mine was only, I think, 20 when she started dating. So
Yeah.
I had a few more years on Brody, but it's still hard. Doesn't matter because I don't have as much time anymore with her because now her boyfriend's got that time, and then my time is limited.
Taking it from you.
When I get to see her and spend time with her because she was a trooper all through my divorce. She was the one that came the most, still came, and we still got that time together.
Because did you have the dynamic of? Because I know I don't want to go into whatever you don't want to go into, but did you have a sense that your partner was trying to turn the children around on you? Because I hear that a lot with relationships. Or did you have a good, amicable breakup where there was respect?
No, there was definitely no respect.
Okay, so
yeah, it was pretty messy. 8 years in court and trying to get visitation rights, just
and men get wrecked. Men get wrecked.
Oh,
every second weekend and half the holidays. Yeah.
That's another good topic. That's what really pisses me off. Most men are like us, and we just have good. We just want to see our kids. We don't want money. You know, you just want to see your kids. You don't care about like shit. But a lot of the time, the woman, how much can I get out of him? Because maybe I can go to Fendi and buy something, or go to Louis Vuitton and buy this with his money, and I can live for free. And you know, the more kids that I've got, the more money I'm going to get, and I'm getting all these free services and all these people coming from the government for free to give you legal advice, and the man's got to pay for it, and I've got all this ammo against him, and then the judge is going to look in my favor anyway. So let's wreck him, stuff him, and all my friends are saying stuff him. You know, and they've got this whole support network of just women just destroying men, and it's just disgusting. Because then the man's just like, I just want to see my kids, man.
And that's
I
a lot
don't care.
of, and you hear it so much. You know, there's a lot of men out there that go through the exactly same thing, and they get painted with this brush that, you know, they're the bad parent, they're the one that walked out there, you know, they don't want anything to do with their children or anything like that. But
and you only hear from and you only hear it that say if they got the custody, if the woman has the custody, they're only hearing, the kids are only hearing their perspective. They're not hearing yours.
Half the story.
That's exactly
There's two sides to every story.
Yeah.
And that's what, you know, and you just obviously you just want to see kids. It was probably as simple as that. But
it was very simple. That's just
in your mind.
No, I think in anybody's mind
But-
it's simple.
but, yeah.
It's just
But they-
how complicated they make it.
Yeah,
They need to
100%, yeah.
they need to complicate it because there's a monetary wings. I don't know. It might be a bit misogynistic to say, but women are there to collect and get things, and that's how our primal instincts are. Collect stuff. They've got to have things, and the latest handbag, and they've got, you know, say they've got to get a partner. The partner's not a partner anymore, it's just an accessory. Everything they get, they just want to show it off. But men, we just want to feed them and look after them, protect them. And we just want to love our kids and raise our kids. We're not too materialistic. Women are I feel very materialistic. Not all of them, but I feel a lot of them are very materialistic. They just want stuff to show off at brunch.
Society in general, you know, a lot of men these days are like that too. The young men are very
What the
materialistic,
eshos?
and yeah, exactly. Oh.
Have you noticed this fucking like
The eshos, jeez.
the boys are just as bad as the girls? Like
Yeah.
I don't want to be like I'm not like the misogynist is the wrong word. I don't really say anything bad anyway, but like the boys are just as toxic as the girls, and they're all the same. And they're realizing, you know, the girls aren't interested in them because they're their youth. A girl's value is in her youth. A young boy, they realizing they got no value, and they all got this same fucking haircut, this broccoli haircut, or this upside down fruit lettuce thing that they wear on their head, and they just walk around all sad and depressed. And you know, women just don't want a normal guy anymore. It's from social media. They've got this idealized idea of a guy in their head, and that's all they want, and they don't want anything else, and the guy doesn't exist. And I did a video a little while ago called The Flip. I don't know if you've seen it on TikTok. I call it The Flip. Say a 17-year-old girl, for example, they're in the first 17-year-old and a 17-year-old boy, they're both the first relationship. Girl turns 18. All of a sudden, she stops talking to her boyfriend because she started partying and doing whatever. And then she spends years partying, chasing the bad boys and getting her heart broken and having that emotional roller coaster. And then when she gets to her late 20s, early 30s, she's like, oh shit, I better settle down. The guy that she's looking for then looks exactly like the guy that she had in the first place. But now she's got 10 years of trauma and heartbreak and baggage that she's going to put onto this other bloke that wants nothing to do with it, he just wants a normal life. But also at the same time, every good bloke is probably married by then. And there's this whole, it's just this toxic thing. Like, the thing that you've done, Brody, is having children young. You've finished the game, bro. And you're young, and you're still young enough to go do shit. Like, it's sick. What a dream.
Experience. Yeah, well, yeah.
You finished the game.
Yeah, definitely. Stopped me from doing a lot of things too, because I was at that age
Of
where
course.
16, getting into bad stuff and all that sort of stuff. So, it really did wake me up and put me in the right direction, I guess, and kept me out of trouble. So
Yeah, it would have pulled you in line, I could imagine. But also think about your 34. You can still go do everything you want to do.
Exactly, yeah.
You've done
Yeah.
it pretty
Because his
much.
body will allow him to do
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. He's youthful. He's, you got a good career. You know what you're doing, and you want to go enjoy your life. You've still got, like, you're going to go to your little one's formal at 34 years old, and everyone else is going to be 50, 55. That's usually what ages are
correct,
in high school, and you'll be able to party just as hard as them. Like, no offense, like, to anyone.
No, you're
that's
right. Should
older,
be going
but
to the club. I'll be sitting in that back corner watching, don't you?
it'd be cool to be of like a similar age to the children and be able to experience their youth again and go through it again and just live your life again through them. Or a beautiful thing, I think. Say, like, my parents at my formals, they were, nearly 60 or whatever they were. Oh, not that old, but they were older people. They didn't have the fun, and they got fatigued towards the end, and they wanted to go home, and that's but they're different people. They're just, I don't know, they just didn't like to be out late, but they felt fatigued. They've been through their whole life. They had me at 30, and then they would have been 48 then. But yeah, they had me at 30 something. And so by the time that I'm 18, I'm at the prime of my life. They're tired and they're starting to get tired, and they're over it. Whereas with you, you're still in the prime of your life. Your 30s is the prime. It's the prime. And 40s as well. It's just the prime of our life.
You're making me feel old.
I don't mean it. I don't mean it in a bad way. But no, like, you're still you, fit guy. Like, nothing wrong with you, man. Like,
Yeah, but
I'm just saying
it
that
doesn't sync up all the time. The brain and the body.
I don't mean
Yeah.
it. I don't mean it in any disrespect, any way, shape, or form. I wasn't even thinking about you while I was saying this. I'm just saying how, how lucky. Obviously, he's had it hard. At the same time, he's lucky because he's done everything that a man would want, and he's still young,
Done it at a young
done
age, yeah.
which I'd love. I think that's awesome. Like, got to admit that.
But then in the same token, one thing that I've realised too now that I'm in my age is that having kids so young, I also didn't experience a lot in terms of
The wild side.
that 100%.
So you didn't party much?
I've been out
didn't do-
clubbing 3 times.
Really?
Yeah, honestly, like, I've, you got to think, so from 16 up until 30, I was having
Nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And essentially, you're 18, you're going, you're having fun, you're traveling.
You missed out on those years.
Just life experience and communication, conversations, and, just, everything in general.
I used to get in trouble because when I was married, I'd go out maybe once every 6 months. And if I go out, I like to go out. I'll come.
Oh yeah. I feel you.
You know what I mean? I'll come
Yeah.
home 3, 5 o'clock in the morning.
Soft.
But I would cruise,
Yeah.
I wouldn't go
I thought you were
hard.
going to say 3
I did.
p.m. No, see,
Yeah, so I would stop drinking 12, 1 o'clock and then, go home, and then it'd be on. Like 2 weeks beforehand when I'd say, I got a boys' night. Then
She's allowed to have
hell would break loose.
She's allowed to have her girls' night.
Didn't want to go.
She's allowed.
Didn't even want to go out and leave the kids with my family. So what do you do?
Well,
Like,
that's it, if
I
the
still wanted to
opportunity's
go.
there and you don't take it,
I still
that's-
want to go out because I'm that type of person.
Go and have
And-
fun, but
But
yeah.
most of the guys I went out with, they were married anyway. You know, it wasn't